So this is another leg of my most recent trip here from Gibsons up the Sunshine Coast, just over 20 miles to Secret Cove. This is coming up Georgia Strait, and you can see here it's Georgia Strait in the calm before the storm. One of the curious things about Georgia Strait, and for me it is a bit intimidating that you can have this experience these glass conditions, and in the forecast 12 hours later is for 45 knots southeast winds. So it's sort of like, okay, well, I guess I better get to where I'm going, because it's going to get pretty intense if I don't make it. Nevertheless, it's about a 4-hour trip, not too bad, but you definitely want to find a good anchor spot, well protected anchor spot. And I've never been to Secret Cove. I stopped in at Smuggler's as well, and Smuggler Cove, you know what, it didn't look like it was going to have enough protection for the 45 knots forecast for this particular night, but I'll talk about that later. There's something to be said. This is not sailing conditions at all, as you can see. There is something to be said for cruising along and have a cup of coffee, sit in the cockpit. It's also interesting is this is about 4 days after over 200 millimeters of rain fell on Vancouver and parts of Vancouver Island, and so there's quite a bit of debris in the water, more than usual. There's floating logs and things like that have washed into the strait, so that keeps it interesting as well. And it's also, again, that juxtaposition. 200 millimeters of rain fell, and something like it broke all the records in 48 hours or something like that, and then within another 48 hours you have these conditions, and then 12 hours from now was 45 knots and hurricane force winds off the northern tip of Vancouver Island. It really is something. If you enjoyed this video, give me a thumbs up, subscribe, by all means, whatever it is you're doing out there. Respect the risk, have fun. We'll see you next time. Here's to finding secure anchorages.